Hey everybody, how's it going? We are going to be trying something a little bit different today. We are going to be doing some amateur casting. Low fucking elo amateur casting. Why not? Well, I ain't never done it before, so we're going to give it a shot. Why? Because it seems fun. So, we are going to be casting my buddy GZombie's game today. He is trying to do his ranked preseason climb just because. Why not? I mean, shit, maybe you make silver, maybe you don't make silver. Whatever, it's still fun. Get to fiddle around with some builds, maybe try and adjust your elo so that after placements, things will be going a little bit sweeter for you. So if we're taking a quick look at what the team comps are, we got an Alawi in the top lane, an Udyr jungle, Echo in the mid lane, and a Jhin and a Veigar as a support. Playing into a Jhin top, Kindred, jungle, Anivia, mid lane, Twitch, and a Blitz in the bot lane. See, right now, I think that Anivia is definitely good in the mid lane. Those quality of life changes to her were just so wonderful. I really think that a lot of people are sleeping on Alawi. Alawi is one of those champions that you don't think that she's as good as she is, and then suddenly she's 1v4. It is amazing what happens. Udyr, I don't know how to play Udyr. I respect Udyr players. Good on them. I don't know how to do it. Echo's a little bit OP right now as well. I'm not really sure, honestly, what happened to make Echo as good as he is. Jhin, still top tier, S tier ADC. There is nothing wrong with that. Xin Zhao at the top lane is a little bit of a weird pick. My buddy Crimson Sky is a fan of playing it. It has mixed success. Basically, you kind of get shit kicked for about the first 20 minutes, and then for no apparent reason, you're able to win fights. I don't really understand the nitty-gritty on it, but I can tell you that bot lane is going to be, can Jhin and Veigar not get hit with a hook? They get hit with a hook, that's pretty much it for that game. So we've got Ignite on Veigar, who is also running, oh my god, he is running Aftershock. Oh my. That's a little bit ballsy. Wouldn't have been the runes that I would have taken. Tank Veigar does not work quite as good anymore at all. Really, if you're going to be taking him in support role, I am way more of a fan of taking Comet, taking Airy, get that harass, because early you don't really have, damage. You've got a wish and a prayer. You've got a little bit of health. My god, the damage out of that Q is just absolutely ridiculous. Echo's got to take it back already, but he probably should have in the first place because he bought a Dark Seal and no pots whatsoever, so he is just free to get poked out of lane, and the fact that he is staying does not bode well for what's about to happen here. We also have no pot purchased on the Udyr either. What is going on? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in bronze. So that is what is happening. All in all, should be okay. Well, at least it's going to be interesting. The great thing about leashing with Jhin is you get that 4 shots and away you go. You don't need to waste any more time. That is your time. 4 bullets, back it up. So there's a chance maybe the Jhin was, oh wow. I mean, maybe the Echo's going to be taking a roll on getting some kind of like cheater recall into a cheater item, but I don't really see them saving yourself 100 gold worth of potions to get poked out by an Anivia with auto attacks is really going to do. She could be very, very aggressive on this, especially with that auto attack. Woo-wee! There she goes. Coming in, you just keep autoing and you got yourself a kill. There it is. We kind of see that. We knew that was going to be happening. Not exactly a big surprise. You had no pots Echo, and level 1 was going to be a nasty time. Kindred's ganking very, very early. Is she going to get it? She got it. Flash down for Alawi. Interesting. This is not going well for the blue side at all. They are 1,000 gold down at 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the game. This is not really where you want to be. Veigar's finally got access to some of his abilities. And he's taken E, which is what he should. Got the double stun. Very, very nice. Into the root. Fantastic. Get the heal. You don't enjoy burning heal to save your support's positioning, but that's just life. So even being down one death, the Alawi is still up in farm, up in levels. Unfortunately has no summoners in comparison to what the Jinzhou is bringing into the game. But she's got the Q to keep things going. Hopefully she's going to be doing the E-Max, because there's nothing more annoying than getting to lane and suddenly losing the vast majority of your health. Jin is able to hit that W quite well. Flash, can he get the last one? Oh, gonna be close. Can he get the W down? Not yet. Oh, that was very, very close into the double. That would have been very solid to ramp him into a great lane state. Bit of a miss on the Alawi for the E. No real need to back off this much with your junglers coming on up. Udyr has a little bit of a taste for blood. He's going to be running in. Unfortunately, the lane did not push that far, and we're able to get some chip damage. Try and knock that guy down. Knock him back a little bit. Get the slows going on. Try and get your lane back in the position you want. See if you can get the crash to the tower. Take that back, because right now you were sitting on a pot and a Dorn's Blade. That is not a power item. Echo is out of mana and basically out of life. Can he do it? No, he's dead yet again. Still has not bought a pot, has not bought an item. He is 10 CS down, 0-2. Sitting on a Dark Seal and a Dark Seal only. Alright, Alawi, you've got Q up. You've got that E. Get that double smash on down and keep poking him out of lane. This is life against Malawi. It is a miserable scenario in the first place. Oh my god, how much damage is that Jin going to take? There was no, and you're dead. That is hilarious. That is Alawi. I love Alawi. Said it before, he's a bit of a sleeper. You just really don't anticipate the damage, but unfortunately, Anivia is so overtuned. What are you even going to do against that kind of crap? She is a nightmare on a good day, a nightmare on a bad day. 2 levels up. Hopefully she turns out to be absolute garbage, but it's unlikely. Kins instruct the mark on the Jin. Thinking about going down there. Even got the lucky crab ready to go. Root into the Blitz. Got a little bit of damage down. He is trying to do what he can. Unfortunately, right now, Twitch does not have much to add to the party. And Jin drops. Veigar is able to run away, but he can't do much else after. Twitch just kind of keeps the... well, he just sort of keeps the dream alive. Don't really know what the Veigar is doing. He's just sitting up there. There's nothing really to do. If anybody does show up, he is dead for free. Sitting on no flash. Hoping all the Udyr coming running in. They're going to try and block him off. But this asshole's probably going to go invisible. Anyways, you were missing out on a very large amount. Take you. Trailer ran him off the wrong direction. Udyr's finally able to run in. You got the Ignite down. W missed. Can you get the Bear Slap? No, you get hooked. They got the Dragon as well. Oh, ended up getting him down. Fantastic. Can you get that W? Doesn't really matter. Nothing you can do about it. Just try and get the levels on you. Not really sure why this Udyr is running back. You're able to get the He actually jumped into the stun cage. That was not well played. And the execute shot comes off, and somehow the Udyr was able to run down that Blitzcrank. Udyr is a bit of an asshole. If he starts moving at you, he's not going to stop. And there's an Anivia who does way more damage than any champion should. Where was Echo? Finally bought an item, still has not bought any pots. He is living fast and loose, and unfortunately being 0-2, not living very long. Bit of a big wave building up there at the top, but with the Q's on allowance, she's going to be able to clear that out pretty damn easy. Not really sure what type of itemization she's going to be going for right off the bat. My guess would probably be the Word Drinker. That would be pretty much her best bet. Although she is actually very, very strong with a divine fucking build. Big fan of Divine Sunderer into the tank matchups, but there is 0 tanks on the enemy team, so Triforce is also another decent option. Udyr's starting to get his ramp up. He's hit 6. 6 doesn't matter on Udyr because your ult doesn't do shit. Echo is having a miserable time. Ends up coming back. Finally gets the trade off. Took his ult to do it, unfortunately. He's got the Ignite ready to go, but Anivia's still got Egg Form. You don't really have any wards up either. I'm not really sure what he's doing. We are at 8.5 minutes in. He hasn't even dropped one of his free wards. Neither has the Central, neither has the Twitch, and neither has the Anivia. This is peak bronze. We have 4 players with 0 wards down at just about 9 minutes. You can't teach this. You can only try and teach against it. Alright, Udyr, you got the bear slap. Wall came in. He's gonna get the form. Echo just failed the things. Can you end up killing that egg? Yes, you can, because you're Udyr, and Udyr's Tiger Stance is nasty strong. Bit of a fan. You know what? He was actually able to get some value off that. Blitzcrank ended up going wide. Twitch is able to get a little bit of damage down. I don't think you can walk up to that sort of trade. That's not really your best bet. However, if you can get anything out of this, close but no cigar, you're able to get the stun. Can you get the slap down? Yes, you can. If you were 6, that would have been a kill. 2. Why is the Blitz still here? You shouldn't be here. That's a terrible decision. That was on you. Meanwhile, Zinzhao's not exactly enjoying life either. He got the first kill, first trade up there, and he is down 2 levels because Alawi's a sleeper hit. Is she going to be able to do much into the horror that is an Anivia? We will see. Well, the fact that she's 3-1 now off of a very stupid trade from Zin probably says yes. Twitch, you should probably back up. Wow, that was a fantastic little thing, and you were able to steal it, but died for it, and execution. There's a lot of executions in this elo. Kind of hilarious. Good usage actually off that Anivia on the wall. So we've got about the same mid disparity as we have top disparity. The question is, who's going to be able to carry harder, the Anivia or the Alawi? My money, the Alawi. Well, for maybe about another 10 minutes. Can you bear slap? I wouldn't recommend it. Double stun, dead. There is something uniquely wrong in the brain of this Echo. I don't really know what he's trying to do, what he thinks he's been trying to do, why he doesn't back when he took so much early trade damage in the first place at level 1, but it is what it is. Anivia actually quite stellar by getting those stuns out. Is maxing the E, which is what you are supposed to be doing. It does more damage again than it should. Great double stun on the turret, fantastic, you died for it. Can you get that trade in? Oh, you cannot. Did not have the flash, and is doing the Eclipse instead of the Gale Force. In this particular matchup, there's no tanks. Gale Force gives you a lot more, and at least gives you a dash. Now, Zin has this weird ability to randomly win trades, but you are 2 levels down, my friends. That was a very, very lucky hentai tentacle. Not really, yeah. Alright, that's a thing. That is a thing that just happened, and we got to witness it. Veigar is still massively underleveled, but has done actually a pretty good job in avoiding all of the Blitz hooks. But Blitz is trying to play that long game by whipping them for no apparent reason, just to make you think. Late game, he's playing that long con. You're going to just assume he's going to miss, and then suddenly he's going to hit for absolutely no reason whatsoever. You got the knockup, you got the pull, didn't really matter, because that happened. Wow, he even went with the silence. Nothing happened. Alright, Anivia, you're a busted-ass champ, but you were playing against a busted-ass champ. However, you were also playing a champ with approximately, well, I would say like nicely about an 80 IQ when it comes to the purchases, but he's got some stacks on that Dark Seal. Look at them go. Really hoping for the best. Jin's running along, got that execute shot, takes it, takes the gold. Udyr's probably a little bit joked about all that, but it is what it is. So now you've got yourself a level 11 T-Glow, just hit level 9, going on to the top lane. Alawi could be a little bit more aggressive. Another easy top grab coming for the Ginger. He is going to be able to stack a good amount of marks. Alright, Veigar, what can you... And you just slowly moved in one direction and the Blitz went wide yet again. So, he is still going with that long con idea. Gotta support it. Nobody expected. I mean, I expected it. That's because I'm a terrible player and I'm used to playing with terrible people and against other terrible people. As it turns out, the Xingzhao is completely incapable of dodging. Could use a little bit of Piccolo screaming at him. That's a bit of a Team 4-star reference. I don't think any of you are going to get it outside of myself and a few other select nerds that have a weird thing for watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged. No real need for this Veigar to be mid at all. You should be helping his support. Why are you attempting to take CS? Because if that Anivia looks at you, you just die for free. Just leave. Don't really know what Blitz thinks he's going to get out of this. Except the fatality. Oh, no, he'll live because he can't actually kill somebody with that. Will the tentacle pull it off? Nope. Wait. He just keeps moving. See, the Xingzhao could learn a little bit of a lesson from that. So we did go with the Divine Thunderer off of the Alawi. He was started 0-1. He's now 5-1. Solid start. Gonna be going with Plated After. Considering how weak the Xin is for laning, that wouldn't exactly be my favorite item, but there is a Ginger, there is a Switch, it does make a certain degree of sense. We're just trying to help the Echo get back into the game, grab that turret, keep that Anivia at least a little bit pinned out. It's not exactly like she's been roaming around and really getting things done with her advantage. Is it 4-1? Is it sorts? Definitely stacking up that, woo! Ulted a effigy wouldn't exactly been my first choice, but you know what? Things worked. Things worked. So Kinja's got the Kraken Slayer build, a fine build. There is tanks on the blue side, but they are more bruisers than actual tanks. They're going to be stacking health, not stacking armor. Kraken Slayer's not going to be getting a huge amount. Nothing really up in the jungle for her to be stealing, as she's taken the marks already, and she's probably sitting at a half-decent amount of marks. Sitting at 2 of them only, considering how lucky she's been getting with the various positions of the crabs. I would have figured it would have been a little bit higher. And she just died for greed. You see a lot of that in this elo. We are looking at 16-9. Somehow this Echo, as horribly as he has been doing, as terrible as his itemization, purchases, and all that have been, has actually managed to crawl himself back in with 4 kills as well, and somehow has a bounty, no matter how bad things are going. Still down 40 CS for the Anivia, but is at least making it a mid lane. This means that you are just looking at it across the board for the blue team, starting 1,000 gold down at not quite 3 minutes, is now sitting up at a very tasty, just about 5k lead. Well, 4.5, we're going to be a little bit more fair, as they've been steadily crushing turrets and pushing things off. Veigar is still doing Veigar things. He's attempting to grab whatever kind of last hit he can off his stack, so you're looking at a multi-stack of people. Decent hook coming out for the Blitz. Finally ended up playing the long game. Veigar comes running up, manages to get a mass stun. Fantastic. And you end up dropping that Anivia. You cannot, but they're able to take some hits back. Good drop off the Jin. That was fantastic. Veigar dies because he's just staying a little bit too long. Alawi, are you going to die as well? You're able to trade something back. And down. We have just done a steady swing. They went from a near 5k lead, has now shrunk it down to a 2k lead with the amount of bounties that just went over. That was a little aggressive, and things did not go well. As it turns out, the red team actually has a pretty good team fighting team. Will be a lot better, depending on what item the Twitch decides to go with. Now, Eclipse on Gen, like I said, not exactly a thing I'm a fan of. Very surprised, actually, Kindred is up 2 levels to this Udyr. He's been steadily farming, steadily yanking, and yet somehow has a fraction of the level. And as good as things started in the bot lane with Jin being steadily aggressive too, they are down one level apiece according to their counterparts. Right now they're looking to set up. Dragon is the objective on the map. Baron's not really a concern for about another 2 minutes. Red Team is a little bit too slow in the rotation. Then Zhao's this round with a participation trophy. We got Scared Stage up on the allow. That's going to give her a bit of survivability. And Anivia is steadily just going to run everybody down. Bear slap, Tiger Claw. It is basically a martial arts bonanza going on up in here. You do have ult up on the Jin, however, he is just not feeling like using it. Let's see if we can check that and move it down a little bit. She runs away. She's going to be taking a tentacle slap, most likely on the way out. Won't die from it. Things will be okay. Udyr's steadily pushing things along. He should probably go in, try and steal a little bit of his own camps. He's generally leaving a good amount of them up. And even though he's got some winning lane matchups, has not quite had the confidence in his laners to invade. And you know what? I feel that. Oh, I feel that in my bones. I feel that in my bones so very hard. GZombie is still attempting to get his first actual completed item. He is down a lot, but now he's got a kill on an Echo as the Echo overstayed. Big tentacle hits coming up to the Alawi. Big shield. What is she going to get? She is going to get one. She's going to get two. Is she going to get three? She's going to die in the process. Now she's getting herself a little bit of extra. She's going for the heal, going for the extra survivability, and definitely taking a little bit less out of that horrible, horrible stun bot Anivia, who is just simply going to delete everybody. This character is a good try. This character is not balanced. You know what? If she would have died, it would have been literally a second before her task came up for the most part. She is 6-1-5. She is very scary, and she is working on, and there it is. The Ceres is up. What is this AP? We're sitting at 286. A little bit terrifying. Oh, that is a little bit terrifying. She's got a good amount of burn done. Got a decent amount of damage off that extra heal. This was just purchased by the Zen. Let's see how this pans out. Little bit of damage. This has done nothing. You would have been so much better off doing Yell Boys. Ah, that's right. Gotta think 2, 3, 4 dimensions in advance, right? Like these guys are playing checkers and Echo is playing chess. Ready to go. This Kindred is actually quite high level, a little bit scary. This Anivia is absolutely horrifying. I don't know why Veigar still thinks he can deal damage or even attempt to trade. He can't. You exist just to press E. That is your life, buddy. I hate to tell you, but you exist to press E. You should probably have been scaling it instead of your Q, because you don't deal damage, you're not a real thing yet. Just press E. That's your whole life. Are you the robot that only exists to pass the butter? You are. Now, right now, Lowy is not really grouping because she's the only really strong person on the team, and they kind of need her in order to go in. Udyr, that might have been a little bit half a friend. I don't think your chances are quite good. The blue team is obsessed with attempting to try and get on this Blitzcrank. I don't really see much of a point because it's the support Blitzcrank. Get the Kindred, that's good trade. Alawi, you're at full health. You should really be knocking down turrets. Who's going to stop you? Oh yes, the answer is nobody. Nobody is going to stop you. One more hit, you would have been able to pop that. Zin's trying to do Zin things. I don't really know what he thinks he's going to get accomplished at this particular point, but he may as well run for the safety of his tower. For no apparent reason, again, the Alawi is determined to not split, even though nobody can match her. I suppose you may as well push mid. Doesn't seem like my first priority, and she just ulted the effigy again. You know what? You gotta love the chances you can play wrong and still have things going well. Which explains most low elo Cavalies and Gatherings. Doesn't really matter, you just face roll, just smash your grill all up on those keys, and eventually something's gonna work. Of course, I'm a Jin main, so who am I really to talk about playing bullshit? Well, you got yourself a mark spawning down there by the dragon. The dragon should be coming up actually reasonably shortly. I should put on that objective time. That seems like what a competent person would do. 12 seconds to dragon. Alawi is taking that mark. Let's just keep that tinkered up a little bit. I don't really know what she's doing top, but that thing's about to spawn. Meanwhile, the entire blue team is collapsing, and a bunch of the members of the red team are collapsing. Kick the spine and start to make their way over, but I think it might be too late, and you gotta give. That does, however, put blue team on soul points. Swing and a miss, but that's alright. You know, you gotta be a little bit cautious when you goof up because of what the Anivia can end up doing to you when you're funneled into one of these tight jungle corridors and you get ice-walled into a horrible blizzard. As myself am Canadian, and we are into December, believe you me, I can tell you about blizzards. And not the delicious ice cream treat. It's too late for me to get one. So that's it. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. Maybe I'll get a McFlurry. Again, something named after an ice storm. Scooter, that might have been suicide. Veigar, that was definitely suicide. Echo, thank you for participating. Hey look, now there's an Alawi and you actually have a chance. Unfortunately, flash for nothing, and we're going on the Blitzcrank once again. That Blitzcrank has got to feel pretty proud about himself for being 1-8-6 and absorbing this much hatred all the time. Bravo, my friend. He presses Q, misses Q, and yet they still go, you know what guys, put everything into this tiny, tiny Blitzcrank. Veigar is 1-6-8. Slightly better stat line. Nobody's going into the Veigar. Unfortunately, the Veigar is determined to get himself killed in most of his fights. That's alright. He's trying. And all that matters is he's got the Crystal Spirit. So Jin wants to go in, but Jin's a little bit afraid about the fact that you are 2 levels down. And Veigar sort of participates. I mean, good job, Jin, on having some love for your support. Please, for the love of God, stop ulting effigies. Good. Good. Just get E, get the quick W on the E, spike it up, get a little bit of damage down. Meanwhile, nobody really cares about the Twitch. Twitch is just, like, free able to just go around as this Anivia just hard farms, hard carries, and hard does everything. I know that this is a bronze game. I know that everybody here is super bronze. But it almost feels like this Anivia is a bit of a slump. Not like a high slump. But, I mean, you know, when you're reasonably okay, Jin is sitting at 26 minutes at not even 100 CS, and the other mid lane is sitting at 209 at points. There's a little bit of a disparity in how somebody's farming and how somebody's not. Some of this Blitzcrank is just able to do things, but unfortunately here comes a higher level Twitch that just nobody cares about. It just gets to do things. Big money going down to the Echo. We're bringing them even further back to the game. Zhao can only run away. That is your lot in life right now, my friend, too. Can you get that jump? You cannot. A little bit late on the ult. Good luck. You are probably dead and dead. Kindred is scary, definitely far ahead. Veigar died for free again. It is sort of what he does. Props. Jin has to bravely run away. Alawi missed. Can't miss the W. That's just a free point-and-click death right there. Blitzcrank is trying to come back. Can he get the hook? Nope. He missed yet again. That is the long game. Like I said, we are playing the long con. Twitch is coming back. Twitch is actually scary strong. Has completely said to hell with buying a mythic item. And he was getting all of his big-time damage going in off that Blade of the Ruined King, that lower dominance guard, and that Blue Man's Hurricane. He is second on 14 fights, and he is scary. At this particular point with the Anivia doing the kind of damage that she's doing, that was just a single. But then again, that was a Jin. Jin's definitely a little bit lower level, and should have gone with the Gale Force. Look at that, the long toss. Twitch finally got that hook. Twitch is trying to go please don't touch me, and Anivia is determined to not even attempt to help out. Was able to get 2 kills off that. The Alawi did, for some strange reason, not want to actually attack any of the carries on the enemy team. We are looking at 13 seconds up until this next dragon goes up, and the Meteors decided to attempt to open the gates. Has to run away bravely from a ADC because there is no universe where he can fight this Twitch right now. Definitely not on the tower. He might be able to eventually. He's got the strike pressure. He's got the blade to prove the game. He really wants a piece. Buddy, that dragon's coming up, and you were determined to not deal with that dragon. Twitch is scary. Veigar does nothing. Anticipates. Good stuff. Zone him off with that cage. Better be scaling that cage second, man. That is all I'm saying. Good. Good. Keep it going. Now that dragon's up. That is Soul Point. You should have been on this a while ago. Twitch is back is during Soul Point. Blitz missed, yet again. Most of your team is here. They're enemy junglers on the opposite side of the map. Leg team is completely out of position. He's just giving his soul over. However, it's air soul, so he really cares. Oh my god, I am pretty sure that this Anivia can actually just kill everybody at this particular point. Oh, he ended up getting the hook. Can you get on this Anivia? If you don't get on the Anivia, everybody dies. Nope. This looks like it is not going to end well for anybody. Just put that tree down, get that quick W, you didn't, and down you go. We're able to actually get some damage down on the Twitch, pull him down. You are probably going to end up taking a Q to the face and die. If she hits this Q, this just hits. Didn't matter, didn't even need it. Slows, walls, definitely not playing like a Bronze Tooth. The Kindred is still just aimlessly pushing. Your stride break, pretty much nothing. This is a sad fight. He's gonna win. That was just a depressing fight. He didn't even kind of waited for the stun at the end, but what does it really matter? Jen, there's nothing you can do. Unfortunately, 4 levels down off of this Anivia. The Anivia is just too strong. She is kind of tearing up a storm. Meteors really, really fast. You've got a gargoyle still play action now on the Anivia, which is kind of interesting. As far ahead as she is, I'm surprised she's not going a little bit more bruisery. Maybe a little bit more lifesteal going on yet too, for especially when she's dropping that ult, but I guess she's getting most of her healing coming in off of the beauty that is the Q slams. Those tentacle slams, they heal you up pretty fantastic. So we are looking at triple Air Drake. A lot of ultimate ability haste. Unfortunately, this is trash for Udyr. Doesn't really have one, doesn't really care. Good with the Alawi, but the Alawi might have just suicided. You can also lift and stop in. How many can you drop off of this? Nice coming in. Blitz actually scoot over his team by that. That was a beautiful baby cage. They are coming in hot. And they drop this Anivia. They need to drop this Anivia. Anivia is not going down yet. Can also get the hammer down. He is coming. Can you do it? Don't stand in it, buddy. That is just kind of suicide. Pop goes the Weasel. Resurrecting. Down. At this particular point, Udyr wasn't even part of that fight. He was just aimlessly pushing on the sideline. Gotta open up those gates, bud, but you can definitely take this. You got Drake. Drake means nothing. Elder's not coming up for 3 minutes. Baron's up now. You can definitely rush that, but at the same point, you could probably end this game right now. Kindred's going to be coming up in 7 seconds. Blitzcrank in 5. You can definitely take another tower. You can easily take double hits. You could attempt to end. You've got everybody here. If Veigar dies, nobody cares. You could push. The whole thing is the Anivia is the only person you got to be afraid of. And you decided to run away. Alright, Blitzcrank. You know you've been waiting. This is your moment. Oh, you were actually on target. Props to you, buddy. Actually, a pretty sizable bit of damage off one tiny little craptastic no-crit auto-attack. Although from the looks of it, he's going to be getting that IE next. I guess as it turns out, you just hit a certain point, you go mix or trash on somebody's champions, why even bother? And then you get champions like Anivia, where you go, well, this thing's going to be obscene. And it is. This is completely obscene. This is a lot of damage for free. This is more damage than the supports are going to be doing the entire game, and you just got it for free off of an item. We don't even care about the extra ability haste. Fortunately, the ability haste doesn't really show up off the side, which is quite good. It just shows that it exists and it's a thing, but that's about all you can see. We got Baron started, but there's not really much chance they can do anything because this thing is determined to keep splitting waves as opposed to actually detecting any objectives, and as such, they get pretty much everything over to the free. I would be a little bit angry at this particular point, but that's alright. We do, however, have still only a 3.5k total difference. Nobody's slapping anybody with the wallets, but nobody's able to really properly challenge this Anivia. You pretty much have to 5 mana. If she goes down, the rest of them fall like a house of cards. Dominoes. Checkmate. You got this. You know what? I gotta check on some of these stacks. What are we sitting at here? We have got 185 stacks. Okay, not the worst thing I've seen. And we are still sitting at 2 marks for Kindred. That is absolutely horrific. How could you be 8-8 with 205 CS and not even hit your 4 marks in 34 minutes? That is insanity. Alright, you got bared up supers coming in. The only thing you gotta deal with is you gotta drop this Anivia. Is this suicide? 100% this is suicide. Can you get the super ult off? Oh, that was a good timing on the Kindred ult. A lot of people have died under that otherwise. And she is down. Veigar is participating. You get the baby cage down. You are running away bravely. That was a huge throw. Absolutely huge throw. Red team is finding no moves out of this. They are still only 2k down. And Elder is coming up now. Look at that. Kindred is finally spamming out that, hey, there's an objective, and I know I haven't played for the rest of this game, but I may as well go for him now. And even luckily, that mark is still on that low ground. And she's still sitting at 2 marks. I don't even know how this is a thing. This is amazing. Well, if Red Team ends up getting this Elder Drake, they take another fight like they just did. They can easily, with the death damage the way they're going to be at 35 minutes, win this game. I don't know if Veigar can steal. I kind of doubt it. I definitely don't think that the Jin can. If you go over there, Veigar, you die for free. There is no need to do this. You just died for absolutely no reason. Everybody else is going in, getting killed off. This is super easy. Can you drop this Kindred? You can't. You get shut down. GZombie is finally attempting to do things. Things are going horribly wrong. Flowey is running away, but ready to get killed at any given moment, and somehow the tentacles ended up taking a bunch of people down. If it wasn't for this 21 kill random tentacle slam Flowey, I think that would have been game. Minions were able to do a little bit of work, but not quite enough. I do not know why Blue Team decided to try and fight a man disadvantaged fight into an Elder Drake team that beat them in the previous team fight. I guess that seemed like a smart idea. It wasn't. But the terrifying Anivia still has Elder buff. GZombie is slowly starting to become a champion. There is still no universe where he can fight the Alawi 1v. The Alawi still has sold the plated steel caps. Not a big fan of that name at all for tab eyes. Just easier on the tongue, easier on the eyes. And is going for the Merc Treads. Completely changed that build over to just nothing but magic defense because of how absolutely obscene this Anivia is. Granted, they've got 3 auto attack champions on the enemy team, and there is so little of a concern that sell everything but MR. That's just the state this is at. Can you get the execution? You can't use this brick ult for absolutely nothing. That was not probably the smartest of Echo plays. You're actually a level disadvantage into that. Oh, the bait happened. Knocked up, dead. Alright, Udyr just kind of suicided with Baron coming up at 150, not exactly the biggest deal, but unfortunately those inhibitors went back in, so there's no real ability to keep Red Team trapped in the base. Echo's ult was somehow up again. Oh, that's right, Cloud Soul. You would think that with Cloud Soul, things would be going a little bit better. They're not. What are you thinking you're going to do? The game is probably just about done. Baby Cage does not come out, so used, nothing there to do. You are now down in kills, down in gold. You can already see the blue team attempting to surrender, even though they've been holding a sizable win, but they keep going in one at a time. No plan at all, suicide. If you could have just let them happen, they would have been able to finish. Unfortunately, now they are probably going to be able to end. A smart team would just keep pushing if there is no objectives up, and you could easily with these death counters end this game. Kindred is truly horrifying at this point, even though she has no stats, she's just that tuned. They could have ended. They chickened out. They could have ended. Regretfully, the bot lane of the blue team has sort of been a non-issue. They've been participating. The other problem I have with the Fix build on Jhin is the massive power chop that you end up in. Crit-wise. This does not give you crit. So, yes, you've got Collector. Yes, you've got Rapid Fire Cannon. But you need this IE. And I prefer going Gale Force into Collector into IE. It's just stronger. You just feel like you scale better and do more. So, they are down 5k currently. It's blue team is starting to trap up. They want a little bit of wards down. Of course, they would spread this. Unfortunately, we are diving the Blitzcrank instead of the Lowy. If you do not get off that Lowy, you just lose. Unfortunately, the rest of the team is not in the area. Lowy went in by herself, was able to hold things up for a pretty good amount of time. Quickly finally started turning on. Echo can't get to the back line. Veigar is able to do pretty much nothing. They were able to get the passive off of the Anivia, and unfortunately, I think that's about all that's going to happen. Jhin can't really do anything simply. Does not have any damage to scale. Will not be able to beat anybody in a straight-up fight. So far behind on CS kills compared to everybody else. This is a very bloody game. That this is probably just the end, because I do not think that level 16 Jhin is going to be able to hold into a Baron up red team. Anivia is just... She's already been hotfixed. She should probably be hotfixed again, because you could pretty much face anybody and they could accidentally beat it. So even though this Jhin Zhao spent the better part of 30 minutes doing absolutely nothing, the Blitzcrank can't land any hooks, which doesn't really matter, as the Anivia was able to hard carry this entire bullshit. Anyways, that has been low elo amateur casting from me, man with no plan, doing my thing, because I'm bored as shit on a Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed yourself. As always, if you didn't, I don't fucking care.